Hello viewers, welcome to Mythology. In this session, I'll be introducing you to the different terminologies which are associated with your digestive system or the process of digestion. The very first step is the process of ingestion. Here, the food is put into the mouth or into the body. It could be the solid food which is put into the mouth using our hands or by using spoon or forks, or it could be taking in of a liquid food with the help of a glass or a cup. So ultimately it is only the taking of the food into the mouth or into the body cavity. The very next step, it starts with the process of digestion. This begins with the mouth and it gets completed by the intestines. What happens here in the process of digestion? At every step, the food is added up with certain enzymes, and those enzymes help it to get converted into more simple, diffusible, and soluble forms. So ultimately, after the process of digestion, you'd find only the end products of the digested food and not into any of the food that we started with in our mouth. Let me explain it a little further. When the food reaches the stomach, it is added up with the gastric juice, so it becomes a little acidic because the rest of the enzymes act better in the acidic medium. And here the food is converted into a semi-solid state. This is what we call as the chyme. And this chyme, when it further goes down into the intestines, by the time it is digested into a more diffusible form where all the ingredients of the food that was eaten is finally converted into the end products, like all the carbohydrates are changed into glucose, the proteins are converted into amino acids, and the fats are converted into fatty acids and glycerol. Definitely water doesn't need any digestion, neither do the vitamins. So these are what is available in the small intestine, and this makes a more soluble and fluid like food which is called the chyle. This food here in the small intestine is a little alkaline because of the addition of the bile, and it is indeed for the better working of the emulsification of fats. This is what we call as the chyle, chyle or chyle. After the food has been totally digested and converted into the end products, the next step that follows is the process of absorption. All along the process of movement of this food from the mouth up to the large intestine, wherever it has been water or the end products of digested food or the vitamins, they start getting absorbed along the epithelial lining of the gut or the digestive tract. This is indeed possible because of the epithelial lining, which is very much absorbent for the fluid state of the food. And here this gets into the cells, further from the epithelial lining into the next cells in the body, and thus it gets into every cell of the body. After this content of the digested food gets into your system or into the cells of your body, they will not stay in the same state. They have to be converted either into the cells itself or the contents of the cell, or it has to be formed into the form of energy, and that is what which is possible to get utilized from time to time. This conversion of the eaten food into the utilizable forms in your body or in the cells, like forming the RBCs, forming the plasma, forming any new cell which is damaged or it is injured, replacing them, all of these happen through the process of assimilation. After assimilation, we are left with certain amount of food which may be either toxic for our body or that they cannot be utilized in the body because they may be in excess, or something which did not have a digestive enzyme for it to get digested. Yes, I'm speaking of the roughages, the plant products that we eat, which are essential for our bowel movements, but then they are not digested in our body because we don't have a digestive enzyme for it. So what will happen to them? To keep our body clean, they will move through the entire gut, and finally they have to be removed out of the body. So when they are removed out of the body, it happens through your rectum, and this movement of the waste or the undigested food through the rectum is what is known as defecation, or we also call it as egestion. So these 5 steps are the steps completely involved in the process of digestion, starting from the mouth and ending at the rectum. Thank you for watching. Please do like, share and subscribe to my channel.